I appreciate that very much. Thank you. Is there anything else you can tell me about it? What am I looking for here? Thank you very much. Okay. I appreciate that. One of my mods, can you please screenshot that? Uh-huh. Okay. You guys got that? Screenshot that for me, please.
Strange, he didn't like anyone saying he was a female. So this here is sleuth intuition. He had someone watching that told him about it, and then he got on and told her. So he got on here and
so the coordinates
they looked up that location, and it's a homeless shelter up in
Coalition
Washington.
For the Homeless.
So he's trying to say that he's up in Washington.
Is this where this guy was?
But you're going to see there's a lot more to this. There's a lot more to this. I think that was to throw people off, saying that he was up in Washington. But there's so much more to this.
I mean, it could be he just wants the notoriety, he wants the fame. And, we've had fake ransom notes. Savannah believes 2 of them were at least real. So this guy could totally be a fake person, just wanting to drum up some news stories and cause chaos all across the YouTubers that do content creating. But, his eyes look a bit weird. I don't think he's got the same shape nose as the one we've seen in the images. But Sheriff was saying there's possibly 2 people, so we don't know. Like I said, this is not 100% guarantee. But these guys have taken it to the FBI, or not necessarily to FBI, but they've called it into the tip line, or even to stupid Sheriff Nanos. And they're not taking it this serious. Now, if this guy is serious, he definitely needs looking at. So they say that they look at every single lead. They read every single lead and all the tips that come in. If they're not going to look at this guy, then they're not doing what they've said they will do, is respond to every single tip that comes in, or look into every single tip that comes in. So I'm going to keep this playing. I'm just going to grab a bite to eat. So I'm going to be off camera because you don't need to see me eating, do you guys? So, but I am still here, okay? And I will still carry on playing.
It all ties together. You got to see this. Remember the Kia that they saw on the camera? Remember this guy at the garbage cans with the 2 backpacks? Do you remember the Kia? If you look way back to the left there, you see that white Kia? And you notice his backpack is bloody. Do you see that? Everyone says, oh no, it could be ketchup, it could be tomato sauce, it could be hot sauce. Oh, it's not blood. Well, it sure looks like blood to me. But wait till you see how this ties together. It's incredible. I have been searching to find this address, where this is at, for a long time. But Ronald Lopez ties it together. I'm looking here. I'm going, okay, let's put this together. You got the Kia, you got the bloody backpack, you got this guy right around the time where Nancy went missing, in the same town, 5 miles away. And let's look at this. So what I did is I started researching the name to find out where he lives. We found Florida, we found New Jersey, we found Washington. But I kept looking to find out where this scene was right here. And I found this is a map someone put up, but wouldn't give the exact address. So I'm just going, something's not right. So I got on and I looked up every Ronald Lopez there is. Every single one, trying to find a clue that ties this all together. And you're not going to believe this. I found a Ronald Lopez that's older, maybe a older brother, maybe a parent, maybe a father. And you know where they were? You know where the person lives? Right inside the circle. Inside the circle. He has ties here. And it also said that he goes to Mexico. This guy got pissed that they said it was a female. I'm not a female. He didn't say the guy's not a female. He said, I'm not a female. He slipped up. He made a mistake, a huge mistake. That is like a confession. Look at this. I want to show you something. See the neck? Look at see how his neck has always, day or night, has always got something around it. See this? Look at this. He's always got something around his neck. Very strange, very familiar. Let's look at another photo. Let's see if it continues. Gee, look at it does. Look at the black around his neck. He's always got like a filler there, always covering the neck. I've never seen anyone in my life. Here's another one. Never seen that in my entire life where somebody always has that on, covering their neck. I don't know if he's covering, hiding something. Here's another one. Oh, wow. This isn't just familiar. This just isn't a coincidence. Here's another one. Boy, what a coincidence. So let's look at here's another. Wait a minute. Here's another one. Wow. That's very normal. Everyone wears a double. Oh, look at here. The guy with the backpacks. Oh, he had a black necky on. Look at that. I don't know if it's a hoodie, what it is underneath there. Here's at the scene of the front door. The guy is walking away. You can see the hoodie right there on his neck. Look at here. Look at how his neck's all swollen underneath of there. He's got something under there against his neck, and this one too, under his mask and his shirt. I'm not going to go through and show every one of these because there's over 54 pages of text messages he's copied about calling bomb threats into 911, talking about death, talking about people ending their lives, talking about kidnapping. I mean, this goes on, and this is like 4 or 5 years ago. He has this. I'm just showing the facts. This is what he has printed on his social media. He's got this. What is this? Who does something like this? I'm not saying one flew over the cuckoo's nest, but I mean, this stuff is scary. This stuff is scary. You've got to put it together yourself. I'm not going to accuse anybody of anything, but you look at it and put it together. That's your decision. I'm just here to show you what he did, what he said. He said, I'm not a female. When they were talking about the suspect at the door, I'm just going to show you. I'm going to replay all the stuff before the timeline. So people that haven't seen my channel and haven't seen this stuff, this is the timeline of the Nancy Guthrie case. Nancy Guthrie was taken from her home February 1st, 2026. If you have any information about who did this, please call the police department or the FBI. There is a $1 million reward. Actually, it's over $1.2 million reward. And there's no questions asked. Okay, you saw the video of what we missed last time. I was doing research. Someone wrote me and told me something that I missed. And when I looked at this, I couldn't believe it. We're going to go through the whole timeline so people understand, and people say they don't understand what we're talking about. We're going to go into every detail from the beginning till the end. This is Nancy Guthrie. A normal night, she's going to go have a dinner with her family. She takes an Uber to their house. She has a great time. They give her a ride back. And at 9:48, they get back. They open the garage door and she goes in. Two minutes later, 9:50, the garage door closes. It's really dark out. Actually, it's darker than this photo. This photo was lit up just so you could see the house. And see that dark entrance? That's where we'll have a problem in a few minutes. Nancy's sleeping. It's now 1:47 a.m. and someone's at her front door. I don't know how he didn't know to block himself with a towel or a cardboard or something coming up to the Nest doorbell camera. You would think he must not.
He might be another possibility as well with those plants. He might just be trying to use the plant stems to remove the camera from the front door, rather than trying to use the plants or the weeds or whatever they were to cover the actual camera up. He might have been trying to use them to dislodge the camera, because I know with my doorbell, it's a Ring doorbell, I've got a special little hook thing that came with the doorbell to be able to take it off. You just push it up at the bottom and then the doorbell comes off. But I'll carry on playing anyway for you.
Be professional. He goes out and rips flowers out of the ground to try to block the camera. He must not think the night vision can see him right now. And he's got to get up close with the flowers, which makes no sense. If he planned this out, he should have had something, turned his head back and walked up with his hand, just like that, but far away with his head turned. He should have been prepared. Obviously, he wasn't prepared. I don't think this guy knows what he's doing.
And also, they were saying that it looks like on his hand, on his finger, he had some form of ring underneath the gloves. So I wonder if this guy, who they think it could be Ronald Lopez, has got a ring on his finger as well. I didn't really pay a great deal of attention last night because I was messaging in chat quite a bit. But yeah, it'd be interesting if Lopez does have a ring.
And notice how he tilts sideways. And notice the shape of the backpack. Someone said when he reaches up, you can see a tattoo on his arm, but that's stretching it if you ask me. But you'll see the shape of his backpack. It almost looks like there's another backpack in there. 2 a.m. Her pacemaker spikes. She must have been startled by something. The reason we know this is because she had it connected to her phone. So as soon as this monitor shows an increase in the heart rate, it sends a signal to the phone. The phone is linked to this device unless you get too far away. Now 2:12 a.m. Another camera, I'm not sure if it's this one or another one, detects a motion.
I only have
So
one
it
phone.
actually goes off, but there's no image. I don't know if they're going to be able to get that image. I think they're trying to. Now 2:28. The pacemaker that was communicating with her phone has disconnected. She is too far away for her pacemaker to send a signal to her phone. That means she has left the area and her phone is not with her. So her phone is in the house and she's not. That's what it means when the link between the two devices disconnects. 2:26 a.m. A few miles from Nancy's house, a car races by. With the timing is perfect from when he left to that house, the distance and the time pretty much tells us this is the car that left the house. And you'll see it right here. It's actually a Kia Soul, a white Kia Soul. You'll see it go by fast, and then I'm going to slow it down. Then I'm going to stop it. It's hard to see. Right here, it's a Kia Soul. That's a white Kia Soul. And you know what? We need to remember this, the white Kia Soul. Okay, we had to look this up to see if Ring cameras can actually be off. And it says, yeah, they could be off an hour or several hours. And with the time zone changing around this time, it could be screwed up, even though Arizona does not change back and forth, the time zone. But it's very crucial because this guy was ruled out. He was actually ruled out because the time says 1:52 a.m. Or actually, this started at 1:52 a.m. So they're saying there's no way he could have been there. But if you add an hour, it's 2:52 a.m. And it would make it perfect timing for him to drive the 5 miles from her house to that backyard right there. Perfect timing. Okay, this guy was seen trying to get into someone's backyard. Originally, people said, oh, he was cleared. That's his house. Not true. Somebody wrote in, put the Ring camera video on, and said this guy was trying to break into my backyard. So mathematically at 2:52, it makes sense 100%. This whole thing ties together. This ties together when you add that hour, exact timing. So here we have him walking up, 2 backpacks. He looked like he took a flashlight out of his mouth, put it in the other hand, put something in his pocket. Maybe it was a flashlight that was in his mouth. Doesn't want to open the gate. See how he tilts sideways, just like that other guy. Trying to get on the right side of the gate. Now he's trying to get on the left side. He has no idea how to open that gate. It's not his house. People said it's his house. It's not his house. Couldn't get in. Put something back in his mouth. I don't know if or took the flashlight out maybe. Maybe he had the flashlight out so he could see in the backyard. Maybe he had the flashlight in his mouth. Maybe he put it in there. I don't know. Because it's dark in the backyard. But this is the video we played earlier. I'm not going to explain the pocket. If you want to see the details, go to my last video. And you'll see the pocket sticking out. Looks like there's a gun in there. It's not a water bottle in his pocket. I took a close-up photo. And here's the bombshell evidence. Look to the left back there, way back there. You can't even hardly see it till you zoom in. This is what I missed. It's a Kia Soul. A Kia Soul is way off to the left. A white Kia Soul. Do you see it back there? I don't know if you can see it in this cut. But what I'm going to do is I'll just zoom it in so you guys get an idea. You know what a Kia Soul looks like. Here it is. That's in the background there to the left. The car that was seen leaving the house. The Kia Soul. That's it. Right there. Here's another shot. I changed the angle. That's the Kia Soul. That's a Kia Soul right there. If you think, like Nancy Grace says, there is no coincidence in crime. Okay, this is something we have no idea why he was lifting the backpack up over. I have no idea. But you can see it looks like there's a gun in his pant pocket, something really big. We're just trying to figure this stuff out. And this next thing, what started this, I never even figured this out. Someone wrote me and said, hey, if you look at your photo, he sent me the photo that I had of the, what people said was a water bottle right here. that doesn't look like a water bottle. But anyway, he said, look at the sleeve. It looks like there's blood smeared on the sleeve and maybe on the hand there. Like that inside pouch was bloody and it was leaking on his hand. And I was like, oh my God. Oh, I think you're right. And then I started thinking, remember when I said, oh, there's red. It looks like there's red. I said, I don't know if that's blood on his hand. On this shot right here. Remember when I said that? That looks like blood. It actually does. And this isn't the bombshell. That's the bombshell's coming up. But the next, remember I played this and I got another photo right here, another angle, and it looks like blood also. And I'm putting the two together. So I start searching through the video, trying to look at stuff closer, kind of like when we saw the Kia later. We didn't know the Kia was there for what? A week? This is graphic content. It might be disturbing to some people. Turn it off or leave the room if you don't want to watch this. It does involve blood. This is what we never thought that this was after. That's why I never thought the red stuff was blood. I thought this was before it happened. But if you add an hour to it, it's exactly perfect timing. And now I understand why it was red. Is that blood? Look at that. Coming out of the side of the backpack. Oh my God. This is terrible news. I don't even want this to be true. This is not what we wanted to hear.
It is blood.
We didn't want to see this. We didn't want to think about this. But we've got to face the fact.
What do you guys think? Do you think it's blood? I don't think it is. It looks like
the whole top is squirting out. It doesn't look like, it's not ketchup or it's not paint. It's terrible. I almost wish I wouldn't have noticed this, but because it kind of changed, it might change things now of what we're thinking, because we were all praying she was alive. I just don't understand why no one will listen to me on this video. No one will look at him as a suspect and interview him again. They said he was cleared because the time didn't match, that it was impossible for him to be there. Well, if the clock was wrong, which they always are, mine has always been wrong. Probably, was it not like 15 years? It's always been wrong, and it's wrong right now. I'm looking at it right now. So you almost have to throw that out. But time-wise, if you add an hour to that, it's perfect timing for him to leave there and get to here. This is downtown. It's 5 miles from her house. And he's trying to get into the backyard. We don't know what he's doing. This isn't good news. But is that blood? You tell me. Am I imagining this?
I don't think it is blood. It's really hard to say, but I personally don't think it is. I don't know what it could be, but I don't think it's blood. But we never know, do we?
Do you guys not see?
But like anyone coming in late, this is all, it's not set in stone, but the evidence matches up with Doug theories. So, this isn't taken for gospel. I still think maybe the man who's confessed to taking Nancy is doing a fake agreeing to it. I can't think of the word for it. Admitting to it. I think he's probably a bit of a nutcase. And if he wasn't faking and he was really the person they need, this Ronald Lopez, then why hasn't Ronald gone to TMZ, Savannah Guthrie, or even to the FBI and hand himself in? But I've got a couple of videos to show from Doug's site anyway.
All these clues, you don't think everything looks, everything ties together. The hoodie, there's a hoodie when he's at the front door, you can see a hoodie. He's got two hoodies here. He's got a black one and a gray one. You can see the hoodie right here. Look at the, oh yeah, you can see the hoodie there. Look at the backpack. It looks like it has that little black one before inside of there. See that? Someone has to recognize him. Even though it's blurry, someone knows who that is. And he had a goatee. And who shaves their head? So now we're at the house and the cops are there. Pima County Sheriff's Department is there. The media is there. And I'm talking, the media is swarming up and down the street. We got the FBI there. The FBI came a few days later, and actually I think they should have had the tape up longer. The police tape should have been up longer. Should have been up for a month, if you ask me. I've seen it up longer here in this little town. But look at this media. There was every media from all over the world. It wasn't just the U.S. You could hear people blah, 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 blah. You could hear people talk in different languages everywhere. Many neighbors have come and left signs. They left flowers. We've had people all over ordering flowers and having it delivered right here. Listen to this. 0.04 miles away from Nancy's house. This is on the 19th. This is over 2 weeks after the kidnapping. I don't get it. This is at 3 a.m. This is just a block away from her house. And this guy's got this backpack with the reflector, very similar clothes, and his back, he's got something sticking out about 2 feet. And you hear clunking. It sounds like pots and pans. What is this?
See, to me, it may have been someone that did night fishing. Because years ago when I was with my husband, he used to go night fishing, and he used to take like these little camping stoves and little metal cups and little metal kettle things to take to heat up some food or to make a cup of tea or coffee. And they were saying something sticking out from the backpack as well. That might have been, part of a fishing net pole. It could have been anything. But to leave, to be around at that time of day, it's quite easy. It could have been a fisherman or maybe a homeless person that's looking for somewhere else to sleep. Oh, excuse me. There is so many different possibilities who this person could be. So many possibilities.
Look carefully. His coat is sticking out about 2 feet behind him. Now we've got the cops coming a little bit after. I'm not sure if the homeowner called the cops. I'm not sure if the Ring camera did it. But you can also see, if you watch the beginning of the video, you can see the light is on inside the Mercedes. There's an emblem on the ground, which means somebody was either trying to get in or was in. Now look at here. Look at this coat. It makes no sense. It's sticking out like 2 feet, and it's clunking like it's got shovels and pans. I don't understand. Someone needs to look behind this house. It's only 0.4 miles from her house. This is very fishy. Very strange. Who is this guy? Did they check him? Is that his car? We need answers. Did they interview this? Did they find this guy? Does he own the car? Does he live there? Very strange. But I think that I'm assuming they called in and reported the homeowner. So it can't be him. It just doesn't make sense. We need to get somebody on this. Have the police looked into this? I don't know what they've seen or what they haven't. This just makes no sense. I don't get it. Why is his coat sticking out 2 feet? Now the Pima County Sheriff stay at the house all night long, keep it protected. They have for a month, and I think they just stopped doing it. I think it was yesterday. Lots of community support here. Hundreds of people have signed this. This is out in front of the news station. Now, this is the current photo. What the Homeowners Association did to get rid of everybody, they went to the police department and they put an order within 2 miles of this house. No one can park, even in the right of way. They just, because the Homeowners Association, not everybody around here is in the association either. It's some people refuse to honor it. And, there's just some Karens. I don't know what they look like, who they are, but there's some Karens that caused this, that went and complained to everybody, and they put up signs saying to leave and get out of here. I feel like they don't care about Nancy. You know what? Some of these neighbors refuse to give the police their videos, their security cameras, so they couldn't even look to see if they have extra footage to find out who this is. Wouldn't even help out. And some of these Karens, they're making this a cold case by pushing everyone out and get out of here. If it was Karen that was kidnapped, she would definitely want someone to look. And if it was her mother, she would want the media to stay there. I can guarantee it, because I know I would. Listen, if the person that did this is listening, please let her go. The family needs her back. And if it's not possible, if you can't do that, you could at least tell the family where she is. That's all they need. They need closure on this. They need Nancy home. They need Nancy home. Have a heart. Please do this for them. And for anybody that knows the person that did this, it's $1 million. It's actually more than that. It's over $1.2 million. The guy that did it doesn't need to know you turned him in. Nobody needs to know. You can be anonymous and still get the money. I've heard that they'll just bring you a briefcase full of money, no questions asked, and you don't have to meet with them. No questions asked. Turn them in. Turn them in. Get that money for yourself. Turn them in. Please say a prayer for Nancy Guthrie and the entire family.
Right, I got another video to share. Let's go back onto his channel. Bear with me a minute. Oh gosh, now which one did I do and which one didn't I do? It's a bit of a pain. That's that one I did. So I think it'd be this one. Should have just added. I should have just added it in the queue, but I'm still learning this, everybody. So give me time. That's one. Let's just make this bigger.
This was streamed last night, but Dad's Gone Live. He started live streaming, and somebody in his chat wrote to him and said that they had a scanner call of a woman in stress in a car hanging out of the window. She had a black shirt on, and actually the door was partially open too, and she was screaming. This was a scanner call last night. So he went and investigated, and I looked it up. Nancy did have a black shirt on the night she was dropped off. This is all speculation. We're just trying to get the word out. Please go to his channel and subscribe to Dad's Gone Live.
Dispatch call. Okay, someone just sent me the dispatch call. Let's see.
10-4, currently at Oracle and River. The caller is advising they saw a female out of a vehicle window screaming.
Oh.
Then it went northbound on Oracle. The vehicle was a dark gray or blue Chevy Malibu. no plate. Advised that the female was hanging out of the window wearing all black, and the door was also open.
But okay, I think that doesn't sound like the scanner out here. That doesn't sound like the scanner out here at all. I mean, I'm not saying you're trying to mess with me. I'm just saying that doesn't sound like the actual scanner. That doesn't sound real. That doesn't sound real. That doesn't sound like, I don't know. That sounds a little weird. The tone of her voice, it just sounds like, that just doesn't sound like normal scanner audio. I don't hear any static. That's the scanner. That's the scanner. The scanner's a lot harder to understand. That sounds like AI scanner.
I'm 23. Are they in the southwest?
See, this is a scanner. I have a real scanner in my car. It doesn't sound like that at all.
I'm gonna hold a quad right here. I can see him walking east.
That sounds AI to me.
Yeah, they're walking.
Even if that's real, I'm gonna say that doesn't sound real enough for me. So I can't go off that. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I can't call that real. By the way, we just drove past Annie's house and there is nothing there. Nothing there. This neighborhood is I feel like something bad's gonna happen to me every time I drive in here. This neighborhood just gives me the creeps, man. It's creepy.
A few moments later.
Okay. Door being open is on the transcript. But criminal, listen to this. Did you hear that, criminal? Message me, dude. Email me if you can't hear me. Look, that doesn't sound real, man. That dispatch called it. It doesn't sound. Just listen.
10-4, it's going to be at Oracle and River. The caller is advising they saw a female out of a vehicle window screaming. Then it went north on Oracle. The vehicle was a dark gray or blue Chevy Malibu, no plate. Advised that the female was hanging out of the window wearing all black, and the door was also open.
Like I say at the beginning, if anyone's just joining, this all could be fake. A guy called Ronald Lopez reckons he's the person that's taken Nancy. He's given various people his coordinates where he is. Like he was at a bus stop, he was at a homeless shelter. He's been all over the place. Now, it could be just somebody wanting to get the attention of people. But just by saying it, like there was, some fake ransom notes. This guy, Donald Lopez, could also be fake. He might just want to do it for the attention that it's going to bring. But either way, FBI definitely need to, have a look at this guy just to determine if he is telling the truth or isn't telling the truth. But on Doug's channel, he's taken it to the FBI. I think he was messaging Savannah on X saying she needs to take a look at this. So, there are some bits in there that, do add up. And at the same time, there are some bits, in my opinion, that don't quite add up, but everyone's entitled to their own opinion and that. But I watched this last night on Guilty of Crime, and she's one of my favorite, or she is my favorite YouTube creator. So, she won't just post shit up and that. So I'm copying her books and doing this. I've only been a creator for 5-6 weeks now, so I'm still learning the ropes, guys. So, please bear with me. Be kind to me.
It just
10-4.
it doesn't sound, it's just the way her voice is, man. I'm not saying that someone made AI. I'm just saying her voice it sounds too weird for me to go off of.
Right. Anybody to clear?
It just sounds weird. I don't think that's. I just doesn't. It sounds too weird for me to go off of. I need to find like a Broadcastify recording. I need to find the original Citizen recording. Maybe I could call one of the ladies with Citizen. I actually, believe it or not, I work with Citizen. I am on Citizen all the time. I work with Citizen. I will try to call one of the Citizen people. Oh, they don't do stuff over the weekend. Citizen shares my stuff. I do work for Citizen back home in California. No one has time to make that one up on the spot. Oh, that lady, why does she sound so weird? I want to find the actual original recording from the Citizen app. Maybe go on 857 Tucson. I'm sure he has a scanner log I can go back and possibly play. Potentially, we'll see. That was just an audio someone sent to me. I'm not saying it's fake. I'm not saying it's real. I'm just saying it just sounds weird. I'm not used to scanners sounding like that. I'm from California. We have different scanners. Fake, and unsubscribe. What did I do? Yeah, I'm not saying it's real. I'm not saying it's fake. I'm just saying it doesn't sound right to me. It does not sound right. I get it. You're claiming it's from the Citizen app?
And remember, guys, everyone who does YouTube creating is entitled to their own opinion. So don't go being mean to them when they're just expressing their opinion. Someone else might have a totally different opinion to this guy. We're all in this together. We all want Nancy to be found, and we all want the person that has taken her to be held accountable for. He needs to be given a death sentence if there is a death sentence out there. But I did share this quite a bit last night on X and Plunder and Abby Blabby, all sorts. As much as I could, I shared it. Oops, wrong one.
I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying it doesn't sound right. And I'm not going to go off of it because I'm going to do more research. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to do more research. I have ways to pull up scanner audio from certain days and time. I will pull up the scanner. I will do what I can overnight or tomorrow, and I will give you guys a better answer. I'll see what I can do tonight too. I have ways to pull up scanner audio from certain dates and times, and I'll see if I can pull it up. If I can pull it up and verify it, then I'll confirm it. At this time, I can't confirm it. I can just say it was sent to me, and several people are claiming it's from the Citizen app.
A few moments later.
Northbound on Oracle. Let's go to where that area was at. They said northbound on Oracle, right? Let's go to that location. Let's go to that area. Right, bro? Let's go. Let's go to that area real quick. Let's northbound on North Oracle. Let's go see if they have cameras in that area.
The caller is advising they saw a female out of a vehicle window screaming. Then it went northbound on Oracle. The vehicle was a dark gray or blue Chevy Malibu, no plate. Advised that the female was hanging out of the window wearing all black, and the door was also open.
Can you write DCSL and see if air is available?
Right, skip this a bit.
And so we're advising TCSL now, and air is not up.
Just hit the brake. I didn't mean to. I was trying to stretch my leg.
A few moments later.
Sorry.
Okay, he doesn't know it, but this car is right in front of him. You need to watch very carefully. You'll see the car hit the brakes at every intersection where there's a street to turn. Like they're not sure where to turn. Look way up there, and you'll see the little red lights, and you'll see him hit the brakes.
This case is just scaring me, I guess you could say.
He has no idea what's coming up ahead. He has no idea that car right in front of him is the car.
But I'm fearing for the worst. I fear for the worst, pray for the best. The landfill is about 20 minutes from her house.
Right here, he hits the brakes. Right here, he hits the brakes. He holds on to him. I don't know if he's
I don't know.
pulling
I think
over.
it's
He's about to
sketchy.
stop, and then he sees a car coming from behind.
So most
So look at the brake lights. The brake lights are on. You'll notice when they go off.
let me tell you what, you're
And then
not
they
going
go
to
back
landfill to
on when
drop,
he gets to another
to dump
intersection.
something. Most landfills, at least in California, they check what you have. They usually check your loads, or they have a guy watching you while you're dropping stuff. But it's real sketchy to drop something like a human off the landfill. Most likely you're going to get caught. I'm pretty sure they have waste management out here, like the waste management company, the WTs, or whatever it is. It's the main company that it's all over California too. Most of those trucks have cameras.
Now look real closely when he gets up near it. You'll see
When
a
they're dumping
blue
a dumpster,
reflection, so you
they
can
have
see the
cameras.
car's actually blue.
That's how they know a lot of
And
times
you'll see
whether
there's a
human in
dent
them or
in the
not.
back right side.
And then the dozer operators, when they drop off the trash, the dozer operators are also paying attention to what's in there. If they see anything, stuff that's not supposed to be buried, they're supposed to watch
You're
it.
going to see when he gets to the intersection, the guy turns
So-
to the right. He goes into the
From
middle
dumping
lane, the
stuff in your
turn
trash
lane
can
coming the
to
opposite
getting it buried
direction,
at the
and
landfill.
stops.
There's a lot
Something
of
is going on
cameras
here
things.
that isn't right. Something isn't right with
I
this
worked in
car.
landfill for about a year. And between the oil fields and live streaming, I worked at the landfill. At the Kern County landfill at the Beano location.
Just check
One of the
it.
larger landfills in California. And yeah, from my experience, is this guy drunk or something, dude? Look, wrong way driver, wrong way driver. Oh my God, wrong way driver, wrong way driver. What the hell are you doing? Bro, what? I'm not passing you, but you're gonna hit me, bro.
Now notice there's a car to the left right there coming at that other car. He's going to go way down the road and turn around,
What the hell?
and you're not going to believe it. The car is still there.
Just Ocean Adams, Thursday, we're gonna
I don't know. I think she's still alive. I think she's still alive.
I don't.
Because if she wasn't alive, they're not going to put that much effort in trying to hide her. They'll just get rid of
I personally don't think she is still alive. But this has been going on for 2 months now, so it's really getting bloody ridiculous. They need to get this sorted. They need to pull their fingers out their asses and work on the case like they should do. I know they probably don't have so many high-profile cases as this, but they should still be prepared for the unexpected.
her. They wouldn't care if someone found her or not. I don't know. Call 911. Well, we'll drive back. If he's still there, I'll call it in. If he's gone, there's nothing to call in. That's what I'm saying. If this driver's still there, I'll call it in. They probably turned off. Like I said, if they're still there, I'll call it in.
None of this is confirmed. It's all speculation. We just need someone to look into this, and maybe the officers can go where the guy was sitting with the flashlight.
If they're still up here, I'll call it in. But I don't think they are. I would assume they left.
As you can see, he's had to go quite a distance to be, to go down and turn around and then go back up.
Oh, they're gone. Yep, they're gone. I wouldn't think nothing of it, man. Let's go see. Look. Oh shit, they're still there. All right, let me call it in. Yeah, I'm on First and Orange, and I just a suspicious driver. Looks like he's like DUI or something. He's sort of across. He's on the eastbound side of Orange, and he literally just came to a stop in the middle of the road. Looks like a Toyota Highlander. Yeah, I think it's green. I can zoom in on it. Hold on. I have a
might
big
have
camera.
broken down.
Work with the media and stuff. I'm like half a block away. Or not a block away, but across from the intersection. It looks like a Toyota Highlander, possibly green, and I can almost get you a license plate. He's hitting his brakes now, but he's like I said, he's in the middle of the road. He's in like the turn lane right now, facing the wrong way in traffic. No, I work for the media and stuff. I was out here covering the Nancy Guthrie case. I do overnight like photography and stuff in case you guys have any police activity going on. Oh, now he's driving. He's starting to move forward. He's starting to move forward eastbound in the middle of the road, like in the turn lane. Yeah, he went the wrong direction. Yeah, he went. So when he turned on Orange Grove from First, he went wrong way in the turn lane. All right, now he's getting back in the middle of the road. I can follow him if you'd like. You get officer over here in case it is a DUI driver. I can once this light turns green. I'm gonna just do me a favor. Don't say my number or my personal information because I don't want that.
You can remain anonymous if you like.
Yeah, I just don't want you to say the number I'm calling from. But you have on caller ID. But yeah, I got you on speaker. I'm pulling out now. He's going really slow, so I can catch up and get his license plate. I'm just afraid it's a DUI driver, and I don't want it to accidentally like if I don't call it in and something happens to somebody, I feel bad. And there is a dent in the back hatch. It looks like a Toyota Highlander, possibly green in color. It looks like he's passing Camino de Marco, I think. He's like another dip ahead of me.
Okay. You don't have to follow him or anything.
Oh no, he went southbound in Camino de Michael.
Okay.
This is really suspicious. I kind of do want to go see what he's doing. Without bugging him or talking to him, but this is really weird. Southbound on Camino de Michael is the last update I have for you, ma'am.
And you still weren't able to get a license plate?
I will in about a minute. He's going really slow. I'm not going to speed to catch up. I'm just going to speed limit.
No, you're fine.
If you would like a license plate, I will gladly get it to you in a minute.
If you're not able to do so, you don't have to.
It's really weird that he's like driving down the street that you guys had the little SWAT raid the other day. Yeah. Let's see. Oh no, my name's Jacob Davidson. My number's on. I just didn't want you to see my phone number. So when I'm out doing my thing, I have like a little live stream going and stuff, so people can see like my camera work I'm doing. And he's turning. What the hell? He's turning north on what's this place? On North Placentia de Rogelio. He's going like 2 miles an hour down the road. I do not want to follow him. No, it's I don't even know how to say that name. It's where they raided that Luke guy's house the other day. He's on that street. North what? I don't know how to say that street name. That's weird. What the hell? I'm gonna try to read it. En Placenta de Rogelio. Yeah. Yeah, he's going like 5 miles an hour down the road now. So, maybe I'll go down the road. I'll get it for you. Oh, he might have pulled into a yard right here. Yeah, he just disappeared on this road. It's a dead end. I don't know where he's at. It definitely seems like a DUI driver. Yeah. Perfect. Yeah, he pulled into somebody's driveway. I don't know what driveway, but he did pull into someone's driveway. I don't know if he belongs on this road or not, but it is, to me, just a little weird. So he just disappeared. And it looks like a possible green Toyota Highlander with a dented back hatch. One person's in the car. It's a male driver. All right. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate you. You too. Bye. Oh, he backed in that yard. I see him. He backed in that driveway right there. He just backed in somebody's home. That's so weird. Why would he drive right there? Why would he go down this street that Luke's house is on? Does he live right here? Or is it just a coincidence? I saw a weird, suspicious looking car. Do you guys want to do a stakeout right here? Mm-hmm. Yes or no?
I can carry this on.
It's not a suspicion. I don't think it's a streamer. Go check on him, tough guy. Ah. Plot twist, he's calling me. This dude is wild. I think he is still in the car. Oh, there's his car. There's his car. He's pulling out. He's pulling out. You're fucking, what the fuck? Told you. Not meant for that driveway. Holy shit. I got the fucking goosebumps, dude. Oh my god, bro. My wife's calling me right now. She's fucking telling me don't get. Hold on, hey, hold on. Hello? Hold on, guys.
Okay, he's on the phone with his wife.
I've never seen that car. Never seen that car. Yeah, cops are like, dude, stop calling us. On the road. They hold up the brake, then they were using it. Let's say we go drive around Catalina Foothills, see if we see that car again. Is that him? No. What do you guys say? Should we drive around Catalina Foothills and see if we see that car again? Yes or no?
Guthrie.
Let's see if he's in here. Let's go see. I'm not going to confront him. Hell no. Hail to the no, no, no. Hail to the no. I mean, I'll watch tomorrow. Someone's going to post on the ring. Simple. Because the freaks come out at night. Dapping on live. The freaks come out at all right. The light's a little bit darker right now at Nancy's house.
Just west of Covert.
Amazon isn't backing your driveway.
Transfer the 21. They said that somebody was reporting a kidnapping. The 21 was just spotting here. No description of anybody. Errors not up. I don't think there's any history with this residence. I'm checking.
This is 30 minutes ago, though. Let me rewind a little bit.
Transfer the 21. They said that somebody was reporting a kidnapping. The 21 was just spotting here. No description of anybody. Errors not up. I don't think there's any history with this residence.
Okay, there was for sure a kidnapping call on the scanner. That's not fake. That is true. That's legit. Whether it's a real kidnapping or not, I don't know.